Kush's movie review.
This week's Kush's movie review is the Bikeriders. Judging by the movie poster, which is typically what all I have to go on, this is a movie about Elvis Presley and Bane, who become unlikely pals and go on a long bike ride together. And this is the documentary that they finds out that where they like, you're a bad, hey Bane, you're a real bad person, and Bane's like, oh Elvis, oh I don't like you either, and then Elvis is like, oh hey, hey, maybe you're not so bad, oh Elvis, you're not so bad either, and then they become best friends. The end. Close.
Yeah, that's not entirely incorrect.
Hmm.
The voice isn't there, but still,
Well, I was
yeah.
gonna, because normally to do my
W
Bane voice, I normally stick my face in my mug, but my mug is full of alcoholic beverages, so I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm not here to
Oh,
judge. I'm
Bane.
not here to
Oh,
judge.
this is Bane. Can I do it? No, maybe not. Whatever.
This is the
But what
Bike
is the movie
Riders.
about?
This is the Bike Riders. It is a rated R movie. It is 1 hour and 56 minutes, written and directed by a man named Jeff Nichols. He has also done a movie called Loving, and has also done the Matthew McConaughey's revival of Mud. That was in 2012. This stars Miss Jodie Comer. If you're familiar with that name, if you're not, she was in The Last Duel. She was the lady in The Last Duel, which was a hard role to play. And then she was also in Free Guy with your boy Ryan Reynolds.
My boy.
Also, Austin Butler, we know him from Elvis, we know him from
Uh-huh.
Dune 2, and then Tom Hardy, we know him from everything else and everything we don't know him from. Other notable characters, Boyd Halbrook, he's in Logan, he's in a couple episodes of Narcos, and then he is in the worst Predator movie, The Predator. And then Norman Reedus also pops in, and he's from The Walking Dead. Those are, that's what you know. There's a lot of weird backstory to this movie that doesn't actually involve the movie. This movie had been made. This movie was considered for Oscar bait. This movie was originally supposed to come out in the last few weeks of December 2023. It is currently the last weeks of June 2024. Again, this was supposed to be Oscar bait for this previous Oscars we just had back in what, February, March, whenever. Um, it was a Disney produced movie, and I don't remember if that was supposed to be 20th Century Fox or Disney proper or Touchstone Pictures. I forget what part of Disney owned this, but after the writer's strike had been happening, it hadn't even been resolved yet. They're like, eh, we feel like the strike's going to end soon, but and we had this late 2023 release date. What if we just pull that and just sell this fucking thing? And then they did. And someone else bought it. I believe it was, I want to say it was Lionsgate, but I don't even remember that much. Someone else finally bought it. It became a summer release. It's fine. Um, through through the powers that be, I didn't get to see it opening night, but I did get to see it this weekend. I liked it. It was fine, but the already going into it, I had already heard like, it's kind of like Goodfellas, but not made by Martin Scorsese. And having heard that, I'm just like, no, you guys aren't wrong. You're not right, but you're not wrong. Um, if you remember Goodfellas, Mike Fish, do you remember Goodfellas?
Oh, like it was yesterday.
Great goddamn movie, right?
Goddamn right.
All right, thank you. Uh, um, if you want to compare this movie to Goodfellas, you can only compare it to Karen no, the character of Karen, otherwise Lorraine Bracco's character, where she's like, yeah, I met this guy, and he was fucking intimidating, but he was also exciting, and we went and we did this thing, and we did this thing, like if you're only comparing it to Karen's story in Goodfellas, it's kind of fair. There are no needle drops. There are no old '60s songs from this. I'm guessing that's a budget thing. However, it's a very obtuse timepiece, and it's trying to tell the story of the Vandals, which is on the record. Maybe there was others before them, but on the record, the Vandals out of Chicago are the first motorcycle gang to exist ever. And at first, they were just, hey, we're just a club. We like talking about motorcycles. Most of us were in the war. We would like to go faster than we did in our airplanes, but our motorcycles are the best we can do. So this is what we're doing. And then assaults and murders and drug deals and weapons trafficking and all that other ill shit kind of happened. But that was a slow build. However, despite this being from this is based on a man named God damn it, I wrote this note down. Apparently I didn't write this note down. That's okay. There was a gentleman who put out a photo album of his time, the time he spent within the Vandals clubhouse. He did 4 or 5 years with them, and then he put out this book. And this is what that's based on. And then Jeff Nichols, the writer and director, based this movie on that. However, Jeff Nichols also decided to go everything from Jodie Comer's point of view. So we don't hear Austin Butler's point of view. We definitely don't hear Tom
Uh-huh.
Hardy's point of view. However, we're supposed to just go like, yeah, and and then someone talked to my boyfriend, and he was like, yeah, I don't like the way you're talking to me, bro. And he was like, well, you don't talk to me like that. And he was like, you want to do something better? And I was like, yeah, I want to do something better. Like most of the movie is that high pitched
So it's like a
mid
Jerry Springer
Walker
episode,
accents.
basically.
I'm sorry, Mike Fish.
It's basically like a Jerry Springer episode.
No, not necessarily. No, it's
That
definitely
bitch did
some
that.
dude just
That's my man.
asking the
Why
one
you
person
doing it?
who would talk to him, and happened to be this chick from the Midwest, from Chicago, and she's got the most obtrusive voice. And 20 25 years ago, there was a movie called Fargo, and I still have not seen it. However, everyone that told me to see it continued to make fun of the accents in it from the Midwest. And I went, if that's all you got, I don't want to see this movie. And I'm still not. So Jodie Comer, who is an English actress, got her Midwest voice for down. And the entire movie is from her point of view, despite the fact this guy was the dude in charge was in the fucking club. Um, I don't know why they took this direction. This movie was already made and in the can before the writer's strike happened, and then they couldn't promote it before Oscar season. So that's why we're seeing it now. Um, for a gangster movie, and it is a movie about bikers who are gangsters or turn out to be gangsters. It started out as one thing, and then they went to other things. And Tom Hardy's character has a full evolution where he's just like, yeah, hey man, like I did my time in the war. I like riding motorcycles. I like going as fast as I can. I like hanging with you guys and talking about motorcycles. I like drinking beer and smoking cigarettes. It goes into a whole other thing, but they don't ever go into that. And maybe everyone in the club was just that tight-lipped, but no one in the club is that tight-lipped. So this movie was only okay. I would like it to be better. It's only a 3 out of 5 for me. Um, had it come out eh, during Oscar bait month of December, I don't know that it actually would have gotten any nominations. And maybe Disney saw that ahead of time. And that's why they were like, we're going to sell this thing. We want nothing to do with it. Their name is not on it, but they still produced it. They got their money back, apparently, or got some money back, but whatever. So, anyway, the Bikeriders, rated R, less than 2 hours. I didn't hate any of it to suggest we need to have a shorter movie or a longer movie, but 3 out of 5.
Bikeriders, 3 out of 5. Check it out if you want. It's out there, whatever. Before we wrap up the movie review, just kind of a segue to a previous movie review, because I know you spoke about Arthur the King. I know I texted you about this the other day.
Oh yeah, man.
I
You
finally
apparently
watched it.
lost your mind.
Oh
You
my God, I cried
cried.
like a baby at Arthur the King.
I don't blame you. That it was a very good movie.
It's
I don't. I want to say I gave it a 4, but I could be wrong about that. But like I remember being very impressed with Arthur the King. Um, Folks will have to go back to the YouTube channel and check that out. But yeah, I was very positive about Arthur the King. I'm glad to hear
this
you were too.
the
And
second.
I don't like dogs.
Oh, well,
Ironic.
as you know, I'm a very big dog person. But this is the second Mark Wahlberg movie that I've cried like a baby at because he's doing these like true stories a lot, if you
Okay.
noticed.
What was the
Right.
first one?
Well, he's done more than like because he did this one
Mm-hmm.
After the King. He did was it Instant Family?
Oh, okay. With Will Ferrell?
No,
No. Oh,
Will
I'm
Ferrell
sorry.
wasn't in
That's a
that one.
different movie.
And then he did obviously the Boston Marathon bombing one. That's a true story.
Well, it's based on that
Well,
is the
you know what I
loosest
mean.
of based on a true
Yeah.
stories.
But anyway, but much like Instant Family with Mark Wahlberg, at the end, there's like this feel good moment, and you are kind of like, oh my God, am I gonna cry? Am I gonna cry? And then during the credits, they show the photos of the real life people that the story is based on.
Sure.
And that just makes me want to cry. Oh my God, look at that. They're so happy to each other. And so this after the dog, after the king, sorry, when they showed like the actual real life dog and the man and all the
Mm-hmm.
things that they went through and actually
Yeah, man.
some of the outlandish scenes in the movie where you're like, oh, here we go. They're taking artistic liberty. And then they show photos of it actually happening. You're like, holy shit, this actually happened. Like the dog
Yeah, dude.
almost drowning in the water, chasing them, and they actually oh my God. Oh, yeah, I was a wreck. I was an absolute wreck. And then so I it was one of those movies that I watched, and then afterwards I hugged my two dogs after. I love you. I love you,
Nice.
dogs. Oh my
Nice.
God.
Yeah, man. So Mark Wahlberg he's had a fantastic acting career. And
On top
there's
of
a
a
couple
fantastic music career. Let's not forget that.
he has not had a fantastic music career. He had a fantastic 1 year. He had a good single,
Jam.
and then he was
Jam.
just like, "Yeah, there's not going to be a second album," and there wasn't. So let's not hate on his acting career because his
No,
acting
not
career
at
has been
all.
pretty great. Whether you like his work or not, his acting career has been pretty great.
There you go.
I'm waiting.
The
No, no, that wasn't a. There you go. I was waiting for you to go like, yes. I'm
Oh yeah,
sorry.
no, yes,
I
but
had to expand on that.
I almost felt bad that I was personally hijacking the Bike Riders movie review by talking about a
You were
completely different review. So yeah, the Bike Riders. So I was just trying to get it back on track. The Bike Riders, 3 out of 5. After the King, 4 out of 5. Fantastic.
That's all, folks. me off, Johnny.